Ladies and gentlemen, Assiniboia Downs, in connection with the Canadian Thoroughbred Horse Society Manitoba Division, proudly presents the feature race of the afternoon, the 2012 Frank Arnason Sire Stakes. The race for 3-year-old Manitoba sired horses will cover a distance of 6 furlongs, the purse $25,000 estimated. Here's a look at the feature field. Number 1 is Cola Cat, home of the Let Her Rip stable, trained by Irene Britton, Tim Moccasin to ride. 2 is Danger Rules, wearing the colors of Arnason, Daly, Sunsback, and Ziprick, trained by Chad Torvell, Robert Reeves Jr. up. 3 is Charlie Waffles, owned by Dr. Betty Hughes, trained by Lise Pruitt. Jerry Pruitt's in the saddle. 4, Storybook Champ, scratched. 5 is Johnny Nicolette, owned by the Nicolette stable and Curtis Maxwell, trained by Curtis Maxwell with Jennifer Reed. 6, Gunton Road, wearing the colors of owners Murray Howell, Joan Wright, and Matt Locke, trained by Lise Pruitt. Larry Munoz rides. Number 7 is Northern Fancy, wearing the silks of the Grandis Champ stable, trained by Blair Miller. Tyrone Nelson will handle the reins. The 7th, the feature here at ASD, less than 8 minutes. Following the running of the 7th, the Frank Arnason. He moves in. And they're off in the 2012 Frank Arnason Sire Stakes. Sharply, Charlie Waffles out of the gate note after the early lead. Quickly, there goes Danger Rules. Northern Fancy got away well to the far outside. They've got about 2.5 back to Cola Cat. Back to Johnny Nicolette and Gunton Road. Up the backstretch they go. Reeves is not fooling around, and he points Danger Rules to the front end. Has a mittful and has it clear by 2. Charlie Waffles from 2nd. Head to the outside in Northern Fancy. Got about 3 now to Johnny Nicolette from 4th. Up the fence goes Cola Cat, and from the back of the pack, Gunton Road. The opening quarter, 24 seconds flat. Very reasonable for Danger Rules, who leads him into the far turn. Clear a length and a half. Charlie Waffles continues to say something from the center of the track. About 3 to the outside. Northern Fancy down to the rail. Cola Cat. They're at the top of the stretch. Danger Rules has made every pole a winning one. He spins out of the turn with the lead now by 2.5. To the center of the track, Charlie Waffles tries to get into that and makes a spirited rally. Cola Cat's a threat down to the rail. They're in deep stretch. It's Danger Rules by 2 lengths. Cola Cat will grab the place position, but place position only. Danger Rules, his race to lose, and no fooling around. He got it done. Danger Rules takes the Frank Arnason Sire Stakes. Ladies and gentlemen, now moving into the winner's enclosure, the winner of this afternoon's 7th and featured race, the 2012 Frank Arnason Sire Stakes. The winner number 2, Danger Rules. Danger Rules, a 3-year-old bay colt by Going Commando out of the mare Danger Pay by Circulating. Owned by Arnason, Daly, Sunsback, and Ziprick, trained by Chad Torvell, ridden to victory by Robert Reeves Jr. Number 2, Danger Rules, proudly bred right here in Manitoba by his co-owners, Cam Ziprick and the Arnason Farms. Mr. Barry Arnason, representing the Arnason family, on hand in the winner's enclosure to make a presentation to the winning connections of the 2012 Frank Arnason Sire Stakes. The winner, Danger Rules. Congratulations goes out to trainer Chad Torvell, who scores the hat trick on this afternoon's card. 3 wins for trainer Chad Torvell. 7th is official. Here are the prices. 2, Danger Rules. $270 to win, $210 to place, $210 to show. 1, Cola Cat 2nd, $660, $290. 3, Charlie Waffles 3rd, $280 to show. 4 to 4 in the pick 4, $218.30 for a $2 ticket. 3 to 3 in the pick 3, $58.90. The Quinella $780, the Exactor $960, the Triactor $1670, Superfecta $12.35. In the upcoming 8th and final live here this afternoon at ASD, scratch number 3, Are You Diggin' It? Race 8, number 3, Are You Diggin' It? Scratched. The 8th in just 19. Ladies and gentlemen, now directing your attention right back down to the winner's enclosure, Paticos Kurt Gontois has the winning connections of this afternoon's featured event. Kurt?
Darren, here we are with the winning team. We're going to start out with jockey Robert Reeves. Robert, you got away a little bit slow out of the gate.
Yeah, the ground broke away from me a little bit. He kind of stumbled real hard, caught himself, and then it took him a little bit while to get himself together.
Yeah, but he got himself together pretty good. You shot out to the lead and you were able to relax out there. At the head of the lane, though, I thought it was a little bit iffy, but then when you got into him, he gave you a bit more.
Yeah, sometimes you put him to sleep that much, you got to wake him back up.
Well, you woke him back up really well. Were there any instructions going into the race besides be close to the front?
Don't get beat.
Well, that's pretty good instructions. Stay on, don't get beat. This horse seems to be improving with each and every start. Lost the last one, but he's a fighter. He's fought in every race he's been in this year.
Yeah, I mean, he's really coming together, this horse. He's real mature. You know, every race he shows a little bit more and shows something more in different aspects.
So now we're going to be stretching out in distance a little bit more. You think the Danger's going to be able to go a route of ground?
Not with Chad training him, no.
yeah, okay, there's the little joke there. But he rebroke on him and was still coming. You think you'll get an easier lead next time, probably going a route?
Yeah, most likely. That break was real bad. I mean, he just kind of fell and then stumbled, and it took him a good 50 yards to get himself back together and get himself underneath himself again. And by the time that happened, I was already in the lope.
And is there a lot more pressure going into the race when you are the big favorite? You were the 2-5 favorite. As a jock, just generally as the favorite, is there more pressure than a 50-1 shot?
Yeah, because you go in there and everybody's got the eyes on you, and all these variables happen in a horse race, and anything can happen. Anything happen. That's why favorites don't win every time. No
doubt about it. They only win 30% of the time. Congratulations on a nice ride and getting the money in the end.
Thanks a lot. Thanks, Chad. Thanks, owners, everybody. Thank you very much, guys.
Way to go, Chad. Another excellent win. Cap off so far a hat trick today. You did the Blair Miller, win the stake, and today has been a great day. But Danger Rules, now what do you think's next for this horse and the stepping stone?
I think we need to teach him a little more focus. It just seemed like, in the 3 races he ran here earlier this year, he was always locked up on the front. He had someone beside him. He didn't get a chance to slack off a little bit. And then today, I think he kind of got lost out there, had his head up in the air down the lane, and really wasn't getting into it.
Yeah, as you said, those were hard-fought efforts each and every time. There was no breathers at any given point. He had a breather today on the turn. There was no pressure on there. At the head of the lane, were you worried at all?
I don't know if I was so much worried as I was aggravated. It kind of disappointed me a little bit. I thought he would just kick home, but obviously we need to change a few things in his training to make him a little bit more focused.
And do you think he could stretch out a route of ground?
Yeah, he's going to hook up with the same horses all the time, and I just hope next time maybe one of them puts a little bit more pressure on us to where we do have a horse to run at.
Congratulations and a great job getting him to the race.
Thanks, and I just want to thank Al, Cam, Barry, and Daryl, and it's all been fun.
No doubt about it. Mr. Manitoba bred. Okay, Cam Ziprick talking about Mr. Manitoba bred. What did you think of the race in general?
Great. The outcome was great. Sometimes things that look too easy on paper sometimes don't turn out, and this time it did.
Oh, definitely. They become bigger disappointments. If you are the 50-1 shot and you happen to win, you're absolutely glowing. But if you're the 2-5 shot or 1-9 shot and you get beat, it feels like you're getting pummeled almost.
Exactly. Yeah. And I just wanted to say, in December, our little group got together and decided to send She's Regal and Danger Rules down to Phoenix, and took a gamble, and that was kind of our plan, was to send them away and get them a little more fit than usual, because we knew we had a bit of talent with these two. And then they came back, and plans in horse racing, as we've been in it a long time, know very seldom work, and this time it did. And also, I'd like to put a little plug in on Going Commando. He's had a great year last year, and he's just turning into a great stud. And Barry and I bred this horse, so this been a lot of fun with us. Winning his father's race with a horse that we own, we bred, and I mean, it was right from the start that we got to play with this one.
Yeah, I noticed that in the workouts where it was down in Turf Paradise, and it's not so much getting the horse ready. Sometimes it's just the ship back that could be the worst part of it all.
You take a gamble, and I mean, owning a horse is a gamble to start with, and for all the stars to align like they have with She's Regal in this horse, it's been fun, and we're just hopefully just starting. It's only June.
Yeah, seeing She's Regal yesterday go against the open horses after beating up on the breeds in the first two, was that as exciting as this race? I was surprised last time she did so easy last night.
Last night was more exciting because we knew she was going to be competitive, but we never dreamt she was going to run away and hide like she did last night. So I think there's really good things to come with her too.
Wow, we love seeing these Manitoba breds beating up on these other invaders coming in, and it's lovely to see, and you're doing a great job in the breeding, and your group, man, you guys seem to always pick the right ones.
You know what? This Al used to own horses by himself. Daryl used to own horses by himself, and we kind of all got together and said, you know what, let's just go in and we'll own 2 or 3 or 4 and own quarters, and then we have lots of horses running all the time. It's not so much pressure on one horse to make its way. This way, last year with the 2 2-year-olds, they made enough money for us to buy our yearlings last year, and this year the 3-year-olds are looking after the 2-year-olds and probably be enough to buy our yearlings again. So it's the way to go. It's you get together and have lots of horses and lots of fun, and every weekend you're watching horses.
And not only that, you guys can go out and maybe have a drink every now and then together.
Every now and then.
Congratulations on a very nice win. The winner of the Frank Arnason Sire Stakes, Danger Rules, gets it done. Robert Reeves, Chad Torvell, Daly, Sunsback, Ziprick, and Arnason. Back up to you, Darren.
Thanks, Kurt. Post time now for race 8, just 14.